We're going to demonstrate the concept of a vanity phone number and a domain name combinations. In this case, what you see is my sweatband with a vanity phone number that spells wismore.biz, which is the domain name. The idea is to have one name, wismore.biz, that spells your domain name and your domain name extension, as well as the phone number, 949 667 3249. So all a customer has to remember is the words wismore.biz, and the important thing is that it represents also a business theme. In that case, the wizard, like an AI wizard, that will help provide you with more business. So if you're a businessman or some organization, even like a university, you may want to have more business. That is more subscribers if it is online service or physical students. Then wismore.biz can help you get providing you more business. And to further advance a brand like this brand, you can use other signatures, such as a hat. So I'm going to demonstrate to you a fishing hat that is used to wear and also to promote the idea of brand identification and advertising. So I'm going to wear this hat and demonstrate to you multiple brand promotions. So this hat has a bib and a mask. So I'm going to wear this and pull down the mask. So this is a corona type of mask that protects your nose and your mouth so you wouldn't breathe the dust or the coronavirus. And at the same time, it also produces a halo effect. And in the halo effect, you can see again the same domain name and vanity phone number, such as wismore.biz, and the matching number, area code 949 6673 and 249. The 249 matches the .biz domain name extension, while the remainder phone number represents the domain name wismore.biz. Okay, in addition to that, we are going to demonstrate the concept of Google Voice, which is a free service, a pointer to your real voice. And that if you want to maintain it, it has to be active, which means that you have to make an outbound call or outbound text once every 90 days. And Google will send you reminders to the email that is associated with this phone number. So we're going to look at one such email. I'm going to open the email and see who is the email dealing with. In this case, it is USA Backtest Co. So I'm going to mark it with my cursor. But before I continue, I want to record it also with additional recording system. So far I've been using the webcam just to record my face. In addition to that, I'm going to add to that problem step recorder, which is called PSAR. I'm going to check the settings that is set up to 999, and if not, I'm going to upgrade it. So right now it is set up number of recent screen captures to store is set up to 25. I'm going to upgrade it to 999, so it will record a maximum of 999 number of recent screen captures to store. Then I click OK to approve it and start recording. And the next recording application I want to use is MSN Recorder Max. So I'm clicking on it, and I want to use the try version, the free version, and record the full screen. So I'm going to select full screen and then copy to the clipboard buffer with Control C and record the content of the screen. Then I'm going to place it in the right lower corner. At this point, I'm going to get back to the email client. I'm going to minimize this step recorder recording now and copy the message that I got from Google Voice. Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer. Oops. One mistake that I did is I forgot to paste the video file name. So let me start a new clip. I'm going to stop this one and start a new clip so I can capture the video file name into my notes. So this is the video file name. Copy and record. And now I'm going to paste it into my notes here, Control V. Then I'm going to copy the message that I got from Google concerning that the voice number will expire within 30 days. Control C. And I'm going to paste it in my notes right here with Control V. And now I need to log into this account, USA Backtest Co. So I'm going to mark this account with my cursor and then edit copy to the clipboard buffer. Open another instance of an email or take an existing voice email and log into that. So here I have a voice email from another account. Before I change the login, I'm going to go inside and just clean up some spammies. So I want to mark these spammies for deletion. From the first one, I'm going to go to the last one. Shift and delete them all. And delete, and then look at the messages that are registered here. And all of them that look like they're spammies, I'm going to mark them for deletion and delete them. So all these New York or some other Presbyterian, all of these spammies, shift and delete them. And now that I deleted all of them, which I don't want to keep since they're outdated or spams, I'm going to switch to another account, which is the current account from which I'm going to make an outbound call. So as to comply with the Google requirements to make outbound calls. Then I scroll down to the bottom again, use another account, and paste the account that I want to log in right now. And then I'm going to put in the password and skip everything, but go to the new mail and see if there are any mails that I need to deal with. First of all, I see that there are some spammies here. that need to be deleted. So delete this one. Then I want to look at this section and see if there are any messages that are not spammies, and if there are spammies, Illinois Tollway, delete it. And there's a new message here. Suspected spam, I want to delete it. An inbound call. And now that I deleted all these calls, I want to go to my Gmail and see if there are any outdated Gmail messages that needed to be cleaned up to, or deleted, in other words. So here I see that I have plenty of them. So I want to select all of them for deletion. And then I'm going to go to voice and talk to ChatGPT. So now I'm going to go to the Waffle, the Google apps, and scroll down to voice. Navigate back to voice and make an outbound call to ChatGPT. So here you can see how ChatGPT names itself. Instead of listing the number, Tsunoda's favorite corner. I don't know what that is, but if I Google it, nothing useful comes out. See, I can Control C to Google it. The number is spells 800 ChatGPT.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me with USA back test call.
Sure, I can help with information on the USA Patriot Act. Terrorism.
That is not what I was asking you. I was asking you about USA back, no, USA back test.co. No, that's not Back to Work Act. Please listen to me. It is multiple words. One word is USA, the second word is back, BACK, and the third word is test, TEST. Yes, back test is going back in time to test something, like testing a trading strategy, for example.
Testing is when you test a trading strategy using historical data to see how it would have performed. Are you looking to backtest a specific strategy?
Yes, this is a website that I'm trying to develop, and a vanity phone number. It will offer backtesting services, that is verifying strat verifying trading strategies and other strategies by testing it on historical data.
Got it. Will offer backtesting for trading strategies using historical data. For a vanity phone number, you might want something catchy and
Yes, I have the phone number that is area code 872 222 5837. No, 5837. 5837. No, 5837. Repeat that. 5837 or 5837. Can you repeat the entire phone number? No. The number is, let me repeat it again slowly: 872 222 5837. End of number. No, no O after the 5, there is an 8, and after the 8, there is a 3, and then there is a 7. The last four digits are 5837. Can you repeat it? That's right. And that spells the words back, USA, back, Tess. Yes, and now the question is, how can I offer services such as backtesting historical strategies on historical data? Also, it is a Google voice number. So I have to keep it active and make outbound calls within every 90 days, otherwise, it will expire.
You could tie it to customer support or consultations. Ensure you use the number at least every 90 days. As for the backtesting service, focus on a user-friendly interface, access to diverse data sets, and clear analysis tools.
Yeah, so this is my intention, is to keep it, so I make an outbound call to numbers like 800 chat GPT.
That's a smart strategy. Making outbound calls to numbers like 800 ChatGPT will help keep your Google Voice number active. Plus, it's a great way to stay connected with AI updates and
That's right. Plus, it's a great day to discuss the development of an idea. So I need to navigate back to my USA backtest. I made an outbound call, so I complied already with the Google requirement. I can make it smaller, and now I want to upload it to the Google Drive, so I have a record of what I did. So I'm going to navigate to Drive, click the plus new button, and then the folder upload button, and wait for it to give me a chance to paste in the folder name, which is Google Voice 1. Now I would like to delete the rest of the file name because it's no longer relevant. I want to upload the entire Voice 1 subfolder into Google. So I select Upload, and then I wait to see how many subfolders are included. I'm going to move it a little bit to the left, and I want to keep both folders. The 66 subfolders now. So I'm going to mark an X in front of it, and then the number 66 after it, telling me that I uploaded them to the Google Drive. At this point, I want to stop the recording of Pessar, so this Pessar folder doesn't get to be too large. So I'm going to stop recording, and then I'll paste that my file into. I will save it into the local hard drive. I click the save button, and I wait for it to give me a chance to save the file. In the meantime, I navigate in my notepad to find the previous subfolder, that is this psar.exe1 subfolder. And as you see, it went to the wrong subfolder. So I can paste the folder name with Control V, and then remove the Google Voice subfolder, delete it since it's no longer relevant, and then navigate to Document and scroll down to psar.exe1, to the psar.exe1 subfolder. Here is psar.exe1 subfolder. Navigate to it. Actually, I could put in a prefix with today's date and time, or just click on an existing one and update it. So that is easier to do. I'm going to mark the portion that is irrelevant, and then Control V, insert the current portion, removing the path to drive C. And after deleting that, I need to update the information concerning the date and the time. So today is the 29, so I changed the 28 to 29. I'm removing the version control that was C, and I have to correct the date or the day of the week, which is Wednesday, capital W, lowercase e. and the time is 6:18 p.m. So I'll remove the times that I have here. I started at 6, about 6 o'clock p.m., and the current time, I put a dash, space, is 6:18 p.m. 6.18, then p.m., and space. And now all I need to do is also copy the path to psr.exe to the clipboard buffer, Control V and backslash, to complete a string that includes both the path to the subfolder, a backslash separator, and the file itself. Copy to the clipboard buffer and click Save to save it. An error occurred while attempting to save the recorded steps. The system cannot find the path. Okay, so let's do it again and see what was wrong with my path. In the meantime, I can write it in my notes here and examine it and see what with it. I try to start a new recording and see what happens. There's some problem.
Here's your evening unwind routine.
Stop and review. Let's stop and review and see what's happening there. I may have to. Alexa, stop. I may have to repeat it because it seems like there's some problem here with a problem step recorder. It doesn't work right. Windows 11. Nonsense. Close it all together. And we'll start a new session. We'll see, maybe it will work. Go back to settings again and change it to 999. Click OK. Then start recording and minimize it. Now I'm going to try to save it to another subfolder, my notes, that is, file, save as, to the open parenthesis USA. So I want to click on Documents, Expand Documents, and then scroll down to open parenthesis USA. When I reach it, then I will look for backtest go. So open parenthesis USA is further down on the sorting sequence. I'm looking for USA. Here is USA, and specifically I'm looking for USA backup.co. And here's USA backup.co. I'm going to save it at this point to this subfolder. Control C. I copy to the clipboard buffer. And now Control V to paste it, followed by a backslash. I got a string, a complete string. And also when I look at the directory above, it shows you that it is, the last call was done at August 27, and that is already more than 60 days since then. So it needs to be refreshed. So I copy to the clipboard buffer, I save it, and now I go down to my notes and paste the file name Control V, followed by an enter, and I'm going to place an X and a space in front of it to indicate that it was saved to the local hard drive. At this point, I want to go to the raffle and navigate to Drive and upload it to the Google Drive. So here's my Google Drive. Which account is this one? US backtest, that's okay. So now I go to this Google Drive, select the plus and folder upload. I'm going to paste it in and upload it. But I'm going to delete everything but the folder name. So delete everything, press enter again, and enter again to upload, and click the upload button again. And I want to keep both folders, the earlier one and the copy of it. So I select upload again and look for how many folders is it uploading. So I'm scrolling down, or go full screen and hope to see 3 or 4. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my notepad and indicate that this is, and I push an enter after the file name and write 3 or 4, meaning 3 or 4 files have been uploaded. Finally, at this point, I'm going to go to Pixar again and see whether I can get it to work this time. So I want to stop this Pixar and wait for it to give me a chance to select the save button, and then press the save button and see what it does. If it's let me save it, then I'll take the previous file name and paste the new one on top of it with Control V, but I'm going to delete the part that deals with the C drive, because I want to store it in another subfolder. And then the date is 29. I'm going to update the date from 28 to 29. The date of October 29. I'm going to remove the C. The day of the week is Wednesday, so I'm going to put in a capital W and lowercase e for Wednesday. And the time right now is 6:26. So I'm going to put in 6.26. And I started at about 6 p.m. So I'm going to put 6.00. Then I want to put the prefix that is the subfolder. So I'm going to copy with Control C the subfolder to the clipboard buffer, then insert it at the first position with Control V, following by a backslash, and then the file name. And then examine it again to see if there are any mistakes. I'm going to review again. The path is completely stored here. I'm copying to the clipboard buffer, and then click on the save button and pray. And now that I got it to work, I'm going to go up and see what was the last screenshot. How many steps was it? And the last one was number 50. So I proceed with a new recording as I paste this file name in my notes here, Control V, to indicate it was successfully saved to the local hard drive. And now I want to navigate to the cloud and upload the whole folder to the cloud. Folder upload, Control V, and I'm going to remove everything but the folder path. So it will upload the entire folder to the cloud. We'll see how many folders I have there. 94 files, upload. Now I can go back to my notes and mark that it was 94 files. At this point, I finished dealing with this account, so I have to go back, file, save my notes first, and then go back to the browser to my message that says that it will expire in 30 days, because it will not expire in 30 days since I made an outbound call. At this point, I can take the new number that may have some problems, and that is mob for website or mobby website. So I'm going to copy to the clipboard buffer and then go back to my notepad to the very top. When I see that, I realize I made a little mistake, so I got mixed up a bit, so I have to go back down and take some of the notes that deal with the USA backtest, this last two or three. Cut them from here, Control X, and paste them at the very top, right there, Control V. And then another one at the very end there, I also mixed it up. So I want to cut it from here. Control X, and paste it up there. Okay, now I'm ready to go and proceed to the new topic. So I'm going back to my email to mark and copy the section that tells me that it will be expiring. Control copy, go up to the top of my notepad and make another section starting with a multiple open brace, then the message that I got, Control V, and close this section with multiple close braces. Okay, now I'm ready to move on to the next topic, which is the account of mob for website. So after segregating it in my notes, I am going to copy to the clipboard buffer. So edit, copy. Then I'm going to log in from one of the other accounts into this specific account. So I'm scrolling down, go another account and scroll down again. Use another account and then Control V to paste the new account. Select it and go next and enter the password and go next again. Then I want to skip anything that is unrelated to my making an outbound call. I'll be calling from south. I don't know what this is. Let me see what is in there. There's some spam. Epic Games. Your verification code is. This is spam or mistaken. I want to delete it. And now I want to go and check the Gmail account and see if there's anything that I need to delete there. And then I'll make an outbound call. Here are my messages that I need to delete. Then I go back to voice to make an outbound call to ChatGPT. Here I want to send a new message. This one is some kind of a spam that just came in. So I need to delete this little spam. Now I want to call this number.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me with my Mobby
Sure,
Mobby website.
got it. Your website. What specifically do you need assistance with?
The name of the domain name and a vanity phone number is Mob4 website.
Got it. You're looking for a domain name and a specific idea.
Yes, I just told you that the domain name is called Mob for Mob MOB the number 4 website.
Think about a vanity phone number. Digits or letters it should include.
Yes, it should spell the word mob.
Okay.
It should spell the word mob website.
All right. A vanity number that spells mod website. Let me see.
No,
Can we try something?
you forgot the letter, the digit 4 after the word mob. Mob for website.
Got it. A vanity phone number that spells mod for website. I'll go
That's
ahead
right.
and find an accommodation with this. Anything else?
Yes. So, what will be the phone number? Can you spell it? In,
Sure. A
in
number that
spell it in digits. The number that would spell in digits the words mob, MOB, 4, and then website. Sounds incorrect because I said mob and then the digit 4. So you omitted the digit 4. Yes, except the 3 exceeds the total of 10 digits. You cannot have a phone number that is more than 10 digits long. No, it's 4932748. So we omit the last E, so it reads mob for web set. That's right. The problem is the problem is that it is an overspell, and so we have to tell the users to drop the last digit, that the last digit is 8 and not 3. Yeah, we'll say drop the letter, drop the last digit, the last letter, drop the E for earning. And we'll put the message on the website, even though the domain name will be mob for website. We'll put the message when you call our vanity number, drop the E for earning. Yeah, I need, first of all, a strategy to comply. Since it is a Google Voice number, I need a strategy to comply with Google Voice. So every 60 days, I need to make an outbound call or send an outbound text to another phone number to comply with the level of activity that Google's requires. Yes, I don't need the reminder because Google sends me a reminder already to my email address. What I need is, since it is so boring and monotonous and repetitive, what I need to do is really to automate it with some kind of AI automation. I know the problem is that I want it to be a no code type of automation so that I can do it and record it and I don't have to code it from scratch. Yes, because I'm teaching students that are not programmers, even though I have more of a programming background, my students do not. And I don't want to force them to learn to program just to automate a task like this. Yes. Sounds great. And I also want it to be free because I don't want the students to pay extra just for the case study, for the homework assignment for the class. Which one of the two is free or has a free tier? Yes. Yes, sounds like a great idea. And it's also free. What are the limitations of that?
Some advanced features, like multiple options or premium templates, are included in the free version. But for your case, the free tier should meet your needs without any issues. Does that cover your concerns?
I think so. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Bye now. Bye. Okay, so now I want to see the details of this and see what is the last 175 steps. Wow. And how I missed that .txt and gave me a wrong message. So I start recording a new Pessar, and then I go back to my notes to paste the file name, Control V here. I'll paste an X in front of it, and then an enter after that. And now I want to upload it to the Google Drive. So I'm going to navigate back to Google Drive, click on the plus, new, folder upload. Then I'm going to paste the string and remove everything but the subfolder. Click upload again, and I want to select both the old version and the current version. So I'm waiting for a prompt from Google Voice. I want to select keep both and tap the upload again. And now I want to go and see how many folders is it uploading at the present time. And I see that this is 11 of 95. So I'm going back to my notes and I'm going to put it at the end, 11 of 95, meaning it uploaded 11 files of 95 files. So it will upload the last one and then all the files will be backed up, file save. Now I can go back to my mail and delete this Gmail account that claims that it will expire if I will not make an outbound call. So I'm going to delete it and start with a new folder that deals with one job e-realty. Then I'm marking it, Control C to copy, and create another section at the top of my notepad to paste it in. This section is I'm going to segregate it with open bars, open brackets, and close brackets. And then copy the account name, One Job Realty, into the clipboard buffer, edit copy, and try to log into one of the accounts. So I'm scrolling to the very end and selecting add another account, then all the way to the end again, use another account, and then paste the new account in and then click next. And now I need to enter the password and select next again. And I want to skip anything but the compliance with Google requirements to make an outbound call. So at this point, I'm making an outbound call to ChatGPT. I noticed that there's some spam here that I need to delete. Here's one of them. So delete it. Yes. Go back to make the outbound call to ChatGPT. I insert.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
I have to comply with a Google Voice requirements to activate my Google Voice phone number.
To get a Google Voice number, you'll need to comply with their requirements, like having a Google account and being in a country where
No, I've done the process and it's fine. I got the number, but Google sent me an email saying that it will expire within 30 days.
can expire if they're not used. To keep your number active, try making a call actively using the service. Did you need any tips on how to use Google Voice?
No, so I'm making a call to 800 Chat GPT. Do you think that that will be good enough?
I wish it were that simple. But for keeping your Google Voice number active, you'd need to make a call to a real working phone number. Just try calling or texting someone you know, and that should do the trick.
Do you think that Chat GPT may not qualify?
Since 800 Chat GPT isn't an actual phone number, it wouldn't count for keeping your Google Voice number active. You'll need to use Google Voice
But I don't want to bother my friend, and at the same time, I would like to talk to Chat GPT about my ideas.
I get that. While you can't call a number like 800 Chat GPT, you can always share your ideas with me here. I'm all ears for any brainstorming you'd like to have.
Sounds fine, but why do you think that it won't work to comply with the Google requirement?
Google Voice needs to interact with real phone numbers. So calling a non-existent or fictional number like 800 Chat GPT wouldn't meet the activity requirement. You need to show the message by contacting a real operational phone number. It's just how the system recognizes active use. Need help with anything else?
How can Google tell whether the number is a real number or a number 800 Chat GPT? How can Google differentiate between the two?
Google can differentiate between real and non-existent numbers because it checks the number's validity and routing information. Real phone numbers are registered with telecom providers, while a fictional number like 800 ChatGPT when you make a call Google knows if it connected to a
Fish
valid number
or chicken.
Whatever you like.
I
exactly.
think
Fish.
fish is like
If you have any other questions or need more information, just let me know.
Yes, so how come when I used the Chat GPT, 800 Chat GPT, Google didn't tell me that I didn't comply, which means that Google thought that I was complying and the call to Chat GPT was okay.
And to ensure your number doesn't expire,
Yes, but I don't like to use it with the real phone number. Yeah, that's a good idea. I can call some other 800 number that is like a public helpline or some other thing like that. Yes, another thing I thought that I could even would be even better is to call my own cell number. That's a good idea. Now I'm recording it with the Pixar Problem Step Recorder. My discussion with you. Yes, I would like to stop the recording and save it. What should I do? Yes, that's what I've done. Bye. I start a new recording and I go back to mark my notepad and to paste the Pixar file that I've just finished. I put a prefix of X and a space in front of it, and now I need to see if I can upload it to Google Drive. And if I can, the number should be the same as before, except that it will be one more file uploaded since I generated one file since. I want to keep both, and I want to make a note 0 of 96, 0 of 96, file, save. Now I'm ready to take a little break. So I want to go back into the camera software and stop the camera software. So I'm going to